People often ask, what causes domestic violence? Before we can answer this, we have to first understand the difference between a factor and a cause. A factor means something plays a role in something else happening. It helps or influences. But the cause is what actually makes something happen. So when we look at domestic violence, we have to ask, is something a factor or is it a cause? For example, alcohol is a factor but not a cause of domestic violence. Alcohol or intoxication alone do not cause people to engage in beating their partner. And if they did, we would be living in a completely different society by the end of this weekend. And it's worth noting that if you look on the warning label for alcohol, it does not say causes domestic violence. Meanwhile, a lack of money does not make people engage in domestic violence. And if it did, every time an American bank account hit zero, or as soon as the last dollar bill passed out of everyone's wallet, their partner would be being hit or strangled. So what about stress? Does stress cause domestic violence? We have to ask then, what percentage of Americans have been stressed? Answer, 100%. All abusers have been stressed before without engaging in domestic violence. At work, at home, at school. So clearly stress is not the cause. And if guns were the cause of domestic violence, given the massive amount of firearms we have in the United States, we would not be sitting here listening to this video right now. Same with PTSD or military service. Large numbers of the population have PTSD or have served in the military and do not engage in domestic violence. And we can throw out domestic violence being an accident. Nobody accidentally strangles someone in a fight or accidentally punches someone no more than anyone accidentally assaults a police officer, which most people don't because they know the consequences if they do. That being said, they'll attack their partner in part because they know they can get away with it, or they do not care about the consequences if they do. And so we can also throw out religion, culture, drugs, upbringing, education, geography, the neighborhood we grew up in, you name it, as the causes of domestic violence. These all play roles, they do not actually cause it. So, what is the actual cause of domestic violence? The answer is choices. Every abuser chose to batter their victim. However, if the individual is incapable of making choices to not harm others and all of these other factors actually caused them to offend against someone else, then they need to be considered for commitment to an inpatient psychiatric facility to keep themselves and others safe. And it's interesting to note how few domestic abusers think they need to be committed to a psychiatric hospital, but will claim all the other circumstances made them abuse while still claiming to be able to make good choices and be safe in public. Do we need to address all these other issues and factors with domestic violence? Absolutely. But we also have to recognize some factors we don't have a choice about. Other factors we do. But at the time abuse is committed and leading up to it, choices are being made. Choice is the single most powerful protection against domestic violence, but it's the one we seem to focus on the least. And until we recognize where the real power lies in stopping this, we are never going to be as effective as we really can. We're going to keep focusing on the peripheral areas and miss the one cause that is involved in every single domestic violence case, a choice to harm the victim. As always, there's a lot more to this. This is a huge issue, but please check back for more videos. Check out my other videos. Like, comment, subscribe, speak up, and share this because someone's life depends on it. Thank you for watching.